So this is part two to the video where it talked about constipation and how I haven't taken like a dump for 2 weeks. So I believe I stopped where I told y'all that I had no medication to induce diarrhea and no neighbors around us had it. And the pharmacies were already closed, and I was like feeling like I will die, actually. From not taking a dump for 2 weeks and for all the gas that was building up and not being able like to come out. Like it was so bad. You couldn't sit straight because you felt your shit almost poking through your ass. But you couldn't do anything about it. Like you would go to the toilet and I would get just plentiful of nosebleeds, and that's all I would take away from going to the toilet. So yeah, so at home I had these like liquid medications which were used for like before colonoscopy to like empty your bowels, which later I found out by going to another doctor in the bigger city that it's literally not good for your body. Like partially like no shit Sherlock, because the plant that it's made from, like the liquid, I call it medication, but I'm not sure if it's medication, but yeah, you buy it in pharmacy. So yeah, so the liquid that is made from is actually a poisonous plant on itself. So it's no surprise that it's not good for your body, but like that's all I had at the moment, and thankfully I had that thing, because like normal inducing medication doesn't even work for me that much. So yeah, so I drank that disgusting liquid medication because the texture of this medication, liquid medication, is like oil, and the taste is absolutely disgusting. Like I cannot even begin to describe it, because like even the smell of it like gives you shivers. That's how bad it is. And I tried to mix it with like some juice, but since it was like oil, it wasn't mixing with the juice even if you were like shaking it. So it was just floating on top of the juice, but like I still had to drink it because I didn't have anything else. And I drank like a half of the needed like dose, but like it was enough. Of course, like the stomach pain started. I was already having stomach pains, but like from the liquid medication, stomach pain started because like I felt like the medication was actually working in my bowels. I felt it working and doing its job. And then I don't remember much because like I was so not feeling well. I was walking in circles because it was making my body like anxious. I was sweating. I was hot. I went to the toilet. I don't really remember the beginning, but like somehow managed to start taking a dump, but like it required using my hands to squeeze. Because the beginning of the dump, that was not dumped for 2 weeks. You can imagine it was almost hard as a freaking rock. So thankfully I had a medication and it worked wonders. Like those 2 weeks were almost gone, like almost instantly, like not like in a single go, but like I think I went multiple times to the toilet. But like this liquid medication is like one of the best if you have like a really long ongoing like constipation, like 2 weeks. But I haven't really googled much, but I remember if you don't take a dump for like a month, that's like already endangering your life, and you actually need to call even 911 or like other numbers y'all use. But yeah, even 2 weeks was like enough. Because I wasn't eating that much, but I used to take quite a lot of dump. So the 2 weeks that accumulated was just like, I believe, crazy amount. So I don't know, man. I don't know. So just once again, I want to remind everyone, if you want to take a dump, take that dump. Who cares if you're embarrassed? If you're at friend's home, especially if you're a female and like talking about dump, it's not like pretty or whatever. Bullshit. Straight up, stand up and say loudly, I'm going to take a dump, so everyone would know. Like, this gotta be like a good practice. Because I only tried out that recently and it was like, it's better than just going to the toilet. Oh, I'm going to take a piss, and then you take like forever in there and they know you're not taking a piss. So like, what's the point of that? Just announce that you're taking a dump, and like, you can't do anything about it. You just want to take a dump, you can't like squeeze it back. And honestly, I hate taking dumps. It's one of the worst feelings that you can have in the world. Like, I've heard people, they're like, oh my god, I feel so much better if they're taking a dump. But maybe if you have constipation, yeah, but I never fully empty my bowels. My just organism stops at some point, and I always carry shit in myself constantly. And I mean in my like ass, not in the other like intestines. Because after I take a dump, the last dump for the day, I always feel like there's shit left. And I can't do anything about it. My body just stops giving me that urge almost in the middle of the shit, and that's why there's like shit left. That's why I have to squeeze some of it out. So there would be less left. Because the feeling of shit being left is so annoying. That's why when you swipe your ass, you can swipe forever because there's shit left in your ass and you can't do anything about it. And I hate that so much. I don't know, I don't find taking a dump satisfying. Partially now because I'm on the road for getting hemorrhoids, I believe. Maybe. I even had a nightmare today that I shit out my intestine. Oh my god, like, I don't think I had such a dream yet before. So yeah, taking a dump is important. Remember Nahida from Genshin Impact. You need to take a duk to feel better, especially when you have constipation. And for my constipated folks, medication, especially the ones you buy in pharmacy, like using it daily would not be like a good choice. So in the past, when I had constipation like daily, when I wouldn't take a shit for like 2 or 3 days, I was like, okay, I need to like do something, because the longer you wait, the worse it's gonna get. So I found this tea, which made from some type of leaves. The tea tastes absolutely disgusting, but you drink 1 cup of this tea in the evening, and the other day, even in the morning when you wake up, you will take a dump, even if you hadn't like taken a dump for 2 or 3 days. Like, that tea was working wonders. Also, it wouldn't be good to like drink it consecutively, but like, it's better than just drinking like actual medication. Like, it's better for your body. So yeah, it's not as bad as it was in the past, so I'm not really using that tea anymore. I will search up how that tea is called in English, and maybe y'all can find it in your country. In my country, you can buy that tea in pharmacies. Uh, but I don't know, maybe other places would have it as well, because this tea is like mainly just for taking a dump. And also you need to like, how to say, measure how much tea you put in, because it might work like too hard for you, like it will give you diarrhea. So like you need to like test it out, because this tea, at least in my country, is sold in tea bags, so you don't need to like measure how much to put in, but like also might be too much. So like you should also look at like the time of steaming that tea. Like the shorter it is, the less it will be workful, but like you need to like look how your body reacts. So yeah, I will look up the tea's name and write in the comments. So like that's it for the part 2, and maybe for the topic of constipation. Remember to take a dump, folks. Yeah,